Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Ashley's Gaming, and in this video I will be going over my best mages from 2021. So as you guys know, I have an 8-man team and most of the time I mage my own items. The reason for that is because it's a lot cheaper than buying straight from the market and you save a lot of kamas. So let's go over the items. So this is the first item, Queen of Faith Cape, and this one is from my Panda set. Actually very nice mage. So actually when it comes to Dofus mages, I kind of obsessed with maximum stats and vitality. I really like those rounded numbers, so yeah, on this one I have 350 vitality, 70 chance and intelligence, maximum damage, very nice mage. And because it's PVM, the dodge and MP reduction doesn't need to be maxed out. Second one is actually not a mage of mine, but I bought it straight from the market. Now sometimes I actually do buy straight from the market when it's a good price. This ring actually costs like 4 million to craft, and the 1% range damage rune is actually about 4 million as well. So the minimum price on this is 8 million, and that's like not even including the fact that this is actually a very hard ring to mage. And I only bought it for 5 million, so that's why I included this in the video. Now the next two items are from my brother's cross set. He has a intelligence chance critical damage set, and I maced all of his items to save him quite some kamas. His items mainly have some overmage vitality on it, so on this one's pretty nice as well. I managed to get this stats without the range drop, which is pretty rare actually. Maximum intelligence and chance, maximum damage, even the heals are at 12, which is kinda looks nice because all the damages are 12 as well. It's only missing some luck, but it's not really needed on a Kra anyways. So the second item I will show you from his set is the Penis belt. Maximum vitality, chance power, damages are maxed out, decent luck as well. And good wisdom, so pretty nice mage. Yeah, I really like the stats of this one. So the next two items are the War's helmet and War's boots. I bought them straight from the market. Now the reason I include this in the video is because I want to tell you guys that I did plan on PvPing with my Veka, I think about 6 months ago. And back then I saw these two items in the market for a very cheap price. I think the hat was like 8 million and the boots were like 6 million. And I was like, well, I'm gonna just buy these and keep them around in case I'm gonna PvP on my Veka. Because I actually already made this set on Dofus Planner. But eventually I actually never made the PvP set, and last week I decided to sell these two items. I did make a screenshot because they are really nice items, and actually they sold with a pretty high amount of profit. The boots sold for 10 million, like literally overnight when I put them in the market, and about one day after it I sold the helmet for 17.5 million. Like that's nearly 10 million profit on the hat alone. Pretty nice. Also, I think the hat is achieved with an AP drop by the original mage, the one who maged this, because it has no range or summon or anything to have sync. So this is, I'm pretty sure this is achieved with an AP drop. So like the fact that it was so cheap, and therefore I sold it for quite a nice amount of kamas. Now during the year I obviously made quite some kamas, so I decided to review my gear and remade some of the items with some Transcendence rune on it. Now this bow I had from my Masquerader set. Pretty nice stats. I think the original Magus had also achieved this with an AP drop, although the damages isn't maxed. It is very hard to mage this item, but I really like the maxed out chance and strength. 1% range damage rune on it to finish it off. Now this one is from my old Masquerader set. I don't have this item anymore, but I think I maged this myself with 1% damage rune on it. Pretty good stats, not maximum, but like really like this item as well. Now this belt's pretty nice. I didn't mage it myself, but I did include it in the video because it has maximum vitality, just missing 1 strength. Maximum damage, pretty hard to mage this as well because you only get a range as sync, and I already also put a spell damage rune on it. Now this one I did mage myself. It was a real pain to mage because of all these resistances, and I needed maximum luck. Now I did neglect some wisdom because I needed the sync to get the resistances up, and actually looking back at it, I really think I should have increased the vitality. I think 350 would have easily been possible. But like I said, it was a pain to mage, and getting these stats was fine enough for me to put a 2% resistance on it. Now this item I really made, I think, like years ago. This is part of my Heliotrope set. It has near maxed out power and vitality and maximum critical damage. It's not really that hard to make this item, but like it still looks pretty nice. And I put a 1% range damage rune on it. Now this Tertilonia Cape actually has a nice story about it. This was part of my Heliotrope set, and it had strength overmage. I think this item was actually at 60 strength. And my initial plan was to just drop the strength and then put a 1% ranged damage rune on it. But I actually used the wrong rune to drop the strength, and other stats then dropped. So I had to completely remage this, and it was a real pain to mage. This item has no sync from any summon or range or anything, so it was really hard to mage. In the end, didn't really matter because I actually managed to get better stats than the original one that I had. Maximum strength and agility to fulfill my needs for my OCD, and I put the 1% range damage on it. Now this is my best mage of the year in my opinion. This is from my Panda set. I somehow got quite lucky with the MP drop because pretty much all stats were maxed out already. Except for obviously the Vitality, Intelligence and Chance, which allowed me to get these maxed out. And I even had enough sync left to get the MP reduction maxed out, even though I don't need it on my Panda anyways. And then the MP landed, and next up I did get the 1% range damage rune on it. So max stats, so this is definitely my best mage of the year. Now this is probably the second best mage of the year. I was planning at one point a new MP reduction set for my Enutrof using the Wooking and Wukan set, but like after checking the market for weeks, I figured there were no items from the Wooking set, I think it is, with maxed out MP reduction. I already made this item because it would fit the set. I actually used a 2-piece set bonus of this with the ring. There were no AP or MP extras from the ring, so eventually I didn't get the set, but I still had these boots made with literally everything maxed out except 2 Vitality and 2 Wisdom. Even the Prospecting and Fixed Resistance, it's maxed out. Pretty nice mage. Now this item I'm just including in the video because it's a nice mage. I bought this from the market for 23.5 million kammas with a 1% range damage rune on it. I'm using this on my Heliotrope on his intelligence set, and that set is also shared with my intelligence rogue. Pretty nice stats, especially because it's a very hard item to mage. Now the next couple of items are Turtleneck ones, multiple of them actually, because for my Crass 100% crit sets I needed the wand, but there were none in the market with maxed out in agility and strength that also had maxed out earth damage and critical damage. Most of them were like 18 or 19. So I decided to mage it myself because crafting wasn't that expensive, so yeah, I just thought like why not. So this is actually the first one I maged, but I didn't really like the stats because it was missing 2 agility and some power. It did have maxed out damage, so I stopped maging and actually decided to sell this one because it was really beneficial because the Tertilonia ones with maxed out damage and good stats actually sold for about 15 million at the time. So I could really make some nice profit off this. And even I maged this without a summon drop, so yeah, got quite lucky with that. And then I crafted a new one and maged that as well. I managed to get maxed out vitality and strength, but yet again, like the previous one, missing 2 agility. Did get a little bit higher power, however, but only 19 damage. But like I said, they sold for quite high with good stats, so even this was still a few million commas profit. So yet again, for the third time, I decided to craft another one and mage again. The reason I did that actually was because I got these mages, these stats quite easy. Like, I don't know if I got lucky, because summon is only 30 sync, so it's pretty hard to mage with all the 20 damages. But yeah, like I said, I got quite lucky. Like, this one also achieved without a summon drop. So yeah. Now this is the third one. Yet again, missing some agility and 1 power, but again maxed out damages and 60 strength, 350 vitality. So again, I stopped maging. Now, at this point, I was with 3 Turtleneck ones in my inventory. Now, I decided to remage the first one actually, so this one I did decide to remage it, and eventually I got this one. So not maxed out vitality, but this time I did however get maxed out strength, agility and also the power, also maxed out the damages and get round numbers on the fixed resistance. So OCD wise this was the best one that I had, so I used this one myself and sold the other 2. Now going back to the Tertilonia Cape that I mentioned before, so the one on the right is the one that I had on my Heliotrope, and for my Kra I actually needed one as well. So I crafted one and made one myself. Eventually I got these stats. Pretty nice stats for an item that has no range or a summon. And when I'm done, when I was done maging this, I remembered I had one on my Heliotrope as well. So I went to compare both of them and I planned to use the best one on my Kra. Now, to my surprise, I actually noticed they were completely identical. Both of them are missing just 2 vitality. Like, the wisdom is both at 17 with 14 damage. And the most fun part is they both have 1 AP parry. So they are completely identical. So yeah, I didn't have to make the choice which one I would use on my Kra. So the next one is my cross boots. From my 100% critical set, I decided to mage this one myself as well, because there were none in the market with perfect damages and also 60-60 agility and intelligence. Made this one myself, maxed out the damages, only missing 2 vitality, and put the ranged damage rune on it. Now this is one of my most recent mages of last year, maged it last month. I actually bought this from the market with overmage vitality on it. Like I said, I sometimes buy items from the market which have perfect stats with something overmaged on it. I can always drop the stats as long as I don't screw up, like with the Tertilonia Cape, and then I can put the Transcendence rune. So yeah, it's very hard to mage this one as well, because like I said, 100 chance once you get above 91. So if you get like 92, 93 chance, you cannot mage it anymore. So yes, it's a very nice mage. I'm really glad that I did that. So this is actually my last mage of the year. It's not my best one, but definitely the one I am most proud of, I think. This is a very hard item to mage, even though it had like 2 AP, so you might think when the AP drops you get a lot of sync. Yeah, no. The AP never dropped actually, and when it dropped actually at the wrong moment, when the vitality is at like 460 or 470 or something like that. And when the vitality is at that point, you cannot mage the vitality past 505. So it's the same with the initiative. In this mage I'm at 937. I was not able to mage this initiative anymore, because the 30 initiative runes don't work on it anymore, and the 100 initiative rune doesn't work anymore because you cannot mage past 1010 initiative. You can only overmage like 1% past the maximum, so 505 vitality and 1010 initiative. So I managed to just keep the resistances maxed out. And the luck at 17, when the AP dropped, I managed to get the vitality up to 492. I think I had like 14 tries on the resistances. I needed 6% actually to get 50% resistance on my set. But when I went to 6%, I had like 6 runes left, so I actually managed to land 7%. I didn't think the AP would land, but I got very lucky. The AP landed and I got a 4% over mage resistance on this, so very nice item. I really like this one. Even though I don't need the extra 1% actually, because resistances are kept out at 50% and right now I'm at 51. But like, it really is a nice item to have. So this is my last mage of 2021. Let me know in the comments below which of these mages you think is the best one. I really think the Queen of Faith boots actually is the best one. So that's this one. Yeah, I really think this is the best mage of the year for me. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. So right now I want to thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more epic content coming your ways over the next couple of weeks. I have a lot more videos planned for you, so yeah, if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and bye.